What's going on, everyone? This is Sheets, and
Can you hear me?
a couple of things. First, we're going on a couple of different streams today, so I think this is showing up on Twitch and also on X, and I think both the YouTube channels. I'm just not sure. There's a lot going on tonight, so I figured I would just go through all this. So we have
Can you hear me, Sheets?
kind of a rather compact NHL slate, which I want to
Can
go over my
anybody else
lineup
hear
builds
me?
for, and there's also a pretty healthy NBA slate today. And we're going
Can
to do
anybody
that.
hear
There's some
me?
pretty heavy duty chalk coming out of the later games, so that requires some monitoring as NBA always demands. And then we have the NFL showdown slate between San Francisco and
Hello,
Indianapolis.
hello, hello, hello.
He might be joining. He said he might.
I'm right here. I don't know what's going
He
on.
is. He's
I'm here. I
waiting.
don't know why it's
He
not working.
is. I see him. I have to let him in. I can't hear him though.
I'm here. I don't know what's going on.
So
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, now I hear you.
Okay, that's so weird. Yeah, I was talking. I just couldn't tell if you could hear me or not.
Now I hear you.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that was weird.
Hang on. Let me see what's going on here.
It should be good though.
No, there's noise coming
For me?
for me.
Huh.
Hang on. No. There's some very strange music coming out of my computer. It's just shut all this off. This is very strange.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. Okay. So first of all, why don't you? I wasn't even aware you were even deeping anything yesterday. I wasn't really following the NFL too much. Not to mention he. So I was doing like different things, and Bobby comes in. And he says, like I want to see what he was doing today. Schedules. I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, I almost won the million. I'm like, oh, real? Before he even got a chance to answer, he says, by the way, I'm rooting for your unique lineup in the big one. I'm like, I don't even know what the hell he's freaking talking about.
That was in the
First of all, what big one? And then I'm looking I'm like, oh, he's got him in the showdown.
Yeah.
Then I looked, and I did see I had a unique one. I guess by that time I looked, it was already dead.
Yeah, when I looked at one point, you were solo third behind two guys. So I thought, okay, this could happen.
Yeah, I ended up doing well in that thing too,
Nice.
but it didn't get the whole thing. And I ended up cashing in the big gunslinger and stuff like that. And and listen, I kind of annoying. I got my 100 yards out of Tony Pollard, but it didn't come in any touchdowns or anything else. So
and Tajay Spears scored the touchdowns. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a little annoying, but it was really funny. I almost did it. I didn't quite do it. So here's a little story, kind of almost like an industry story. So I was looking at some ownership projections like around the industry, and I was noticing that I could say it that I was looking at the Blitz, and their ownership on FanDuel was like off for some reason. I mean, I was looking and I'm like, why am I so far ahead of these guys as far as my projection, as far as ownership goes? And then I saw it like literally didn't add. So I went into, I wanted to let Derek know that, just it's probably something he needs to change. So I went into the Discord channel to the Roto Grinders and the Blitz one. I'm like, hey, just so you know, this. And I'm very rarely in the Roto Grinders Discord anymore. And he was basically this is like 11 o'clock, 11:30 in the morning. And he was basically just like pounding the table. Anybody who would listen in there that he's not hallucinating, that Ashton Genty's a really good play. Right. And they're like, yeah, but they're terrible. He's, I know, but there's nobody that could be this terrible. He was like, the Raiders have been just beyond terrible. If they were just even a little bit terrible, I promise you that he would just get enough work that his projection would make sense. And the guy totally exploded.
Yeah.
In two plays, but yet still.
So he was on my near millionaire winning thing.
Oh, really? So good on.
So I had a really good chance. This was not like a pipe dream chance. I was in 9th place.
Okay.
And I had Goff and Jameson Williams, who nobody in the top million had. You know what I mean? Everybody had ahead of me had other guys. I had more time remaining than everybody in the top 100. And then I had Metcalf, who had the overturned touchdown on the other side. So that was a little. I mean, look, it's really. I'm a little DFS'd out. I'm a little tilted because it's a big change. And then even the play they discounted at the end, which I thought was a terrible offensive pass interference call to end a game.
Which one?
Come
on. He murdered him.
Anthony and St. Brown?
He ran right into him.
You're the first person I've seen actually agree with this call. It's been all over everything online.
I can't imagine.
I have not seen one other person who's agreed with that call.
Just watch it again. He literally ran straight into him and he almost steamrolled him.
Well, no, he ran straight. Anyway, you could call it a pick play. He barely touched him.
Okay.
It was a very. I thought it was a very strange call. it was a weird way to end a game either way. Anyway, whatever.
But you know what? Listen. Detroit earned that loss.
Well, it doesn't matter. The point is, I had a good chance to win. If Jameson Williams catches a touchdown, I win the million. I had other outs too. I mean, there were still more points for Goff to be had, and if they had scored quickly, I would have had Metcalf on the other side. And they also would have had gone.
Yeah, I want to find the lineup here. I can't. I gotta get over there. Let me just see. Yeah, what I did that was pretty good. I was happy with. So I won a seat to that 33 next week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they had this satellite where it paid like a whole bunch of seats.
Yeah,
right?
the $200 satellite. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I scored like too many points. I think I got like fourth or something like that.
Yeah,
where you didn't need to. Let me just. I want to look at Million Make. I want to look at your lineup here. I never really had a chance to look at it.
And by the way, this was one of those I late swapped that I realized that I was perfect through the first part, and I had the cook and the other stuff. So I actually hand edited this one.
This was the. I finished. This was the 555. No, it was the other.
Oh yeah. It was in the night.
I got to pull that up.
Yeah.
And we will get to everything, guys. I just want to get this thing up here. So it was the 2.25. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take. What do you get? Ninth.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. This was I mean, obviously, it was a part of. I know you. I looked it up for a little bit. He did not max out. He only played 100.
Yeah.
And it was and Fanning smashed. We like that.
Fanning Pitts.
Olave. Hey, here it is. Someone got the Olave.
The Olave, the Giants defense. That was my highest owned defense. That was looking good other places too. But yeah, it was disappointing because there was no other games going. Obviously, that was the last game, the Pittsburgh-Detroit, and I just needed that one play to Jameson.
Oh, and what's annoying is your favorite one of your favorite plays won the slate, the Herbert.
He was my highest owned, my other highest owned.
Quentin Johnson 1.5%, huh?
I played Quentin Johnson 20%.
Oh my God! So much what I know. He got there with the Raiders defense at one point.
That's so funny. Yeah.
Well, because you know what? Because he used an optimizer which correlated Genty with the Raiders.
Yeah, and he had Genty and Bowers in this one, which is wild. But yeah, it's tilting. Look, just the difference in how close you are to possibly winning $1 million versus nothing is very, very frustrating.
So such is the life of NFL, right? Now again, it's totally different matchup, totally different situation. How is Ashton Genty at 30% owned going to feel this coming week?
I know it's going to be crazy.
He's going to be home against the Giants, so
he'll be the highest owned running back.
Yeah, probably, and Bowers will probably be popular too, and you watch Geno Smith end up being popular.
Yeah, maybe.
It's amazing how it works, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
But yeah, so NFL, I thought. Listen, I did pretty nicely actually. I hand built my big buy-ins, and I hand built the FanDuel whatever that was, 1650. I ended up cashing for like 4,000 in that one, which was really nice. It was the Olave with, unfortunately, it had the Adonai Mitchell, but I ended up off of Gibbs in that one, which was helpful.
Yeah.
And that one I ended up using. I had a feeling I didn't realize that Kenneth Gainwell was going to in part get there by making one of the most amazing like wide receiver catches like you'll ever see, like down the field.
Well, you know what's funny is what I did with my Gainwell, because they would not stop giving me Gainwell when I did the late swap, and I actually bumped up Warren to have the same projection, so I ended up with a ton of Warren who had the bigger game even.
Dude, I had one like incredible lineup with both of them.
That's sick.
In a classic slate lineup.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah. So overall, listen, we both made money, and we're moving on from that. And again, Bobby's not going to be around, but just a little bit of a heads up here. I'm I'm not going away this week, and I don't celebrate Christmas, which means that I'm here for all of it.
Nice.
There's going to be Christmas insanity between the NBA and the NFL, which is insane. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go live for all that. I'm going to do previews for Saturday slate and Sunday slate, and I'll be live for all of it. Whatever he can show up for, great. But I got everybody here covered from
Awesome.
TrueDFS YouTube to X to my Twitch, wherever you guys want. This is we're going to finish out the year on at least on a content bang. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And not to mention the big, of course, the big Boxing Day EPL slate, which we have to talk about. But we'll talk about this some other time. All right. So what do you want to do first? So let's do football, since that's what you're playing, right?
Yeah, but I can talk some NBA. I mean, the only thing I noted from NBA, I'm not playing in the NBA, but if I was playing, it seems pretty easy to get to Jokic.
Well, there's a huge chalk later in the day
in the Carlson.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look, it could go, every now and then they'll throw a lineup that maybe they just don't even play Carlson that much. But I think for now you just sort of eat it. You just play it. It's too big a projection. But with no Chet Hartenstein, with no Jalen, with the Y Williams, I don't know exactly who else they expect to play big. I guess you could argue that Kenrich Williams would be the other one. But the thing that I thought was that I would try to get to Jokic, and if I didn't play Jokic, my next favorite would be Cade Cunningham, followed by Anthony Davis. And I actually think Anthony Davis, look, it's not even revenge, but hey, he's going back to New Orleans. It's a great matchup. He's very affordable. So I would try to make sure I had at least one of Jokic, Davis, or Cunningham, probably on most of my teams. And the other thing worth noting is that Jaylen Brown has been just out of this world good overall for the last, month plus. And it's probably
the other thing worth noting is that Jaylen Brown was out last week, the other day, and they still won on the road on back-to-back.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, so my Celtics to win the East is very live.
Very live, and they say Tatum's looking closer.
And my Celtics to win the playoffs, I mean, DraftKings is almost giving me the full amount to cash out. So
yeah,
almost.
You'll get it at some point.
Yeah. So this is okay. So what I'm doing, just so you guys know, in the background, I'm running my projections in the background now for NBA. But what I'm showing you now is what I'm actually be getting just with my straight Saber Sim build. And as you can see, I mean, I actually thought I would get 100 of the Carlson, but I guess 100's a lot. But what do you think? You think he's worth 100 or not? Or no, 3K?
I would wait. I'd be curious to see who ends up starting.
Okay.
I like him as a player anyway, but I don't know for sure that he's going to start. And I know he's being projected as if he's going to start, and he probably will, but you never know. We've seen teams do other things a lot of the time lately. But yeah, he's got, let me just see real quick. No, actually he's not even projected. Like NBA is not even .com is not even projecting him to start. It'll be interesting to see if once they announce that it doesn't start, if Kenrich Williams is better projection, but either way, one of those two guys is going to look like a really good play. And honestly, you could probably play both of them.
Yeah, like right now I'm getting 76% Carlson and 30% Williams, as hopefully you guys can see. And then the other two main guys are the other two that you mentioned, Jokic and Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the Carlson and Kenrich Williams and Diabate is also kind of not secondary, it's a really good value anyway. But it just happens to be at the same position as Carlson. And it happens to be at the same position as Jokic, by the way. Those are the things that let you get to Jokic. I mean, I also think that those three, to get all three of those, you can't play all three, right? Can't play all three. But what was the site that we used to play that you could play like 7 centers? Fantasy draft or something?
No, that one they did it for a little bit, but there was another one, Draft Day. No, not Draft Day. A different one. I think
it was Fantasy. I think Draft Day was before my time.
Fantasy Feud was you could do any amount in any player. There was no salary or anything.
I was not around for that. I was definitely around for the fantasy draft where you could do that.
That was the Fantasy Feud was fun because it felt like mom and poppy, but they had huge tournaments somehow still, and like we had the live final one year, and like me and Grant had like half the seats in their live final. So it was pretty cool. We were, it was like, you don't usually have a live final where you're like have half the seats in play between you and your buddy, and we were swapping percentages. So
all right, so just for fun, I'm gonna I'll show my projections. I'm just loading them, and I don't want to give too much away, but you'll in the not too distant future, you're going to see like a little different version, maybe a lot of changes coming to TrueDFS, which I think you guys will all appreciate. Let me see.
But by the way, because of this point you made about center, I just want to throw one last thing out. If you did want to decide to go different and spend your elsewhere, you could play Carlson and Diabate, but like you mentioned, but you could also play the one who's like Nurkic against Denver, against his old buddy. I've always pointed out that Nurkic had the job ahead of Jokic. They tend to play well against each other. I don't think that's a bad idea at really low ownership. And the other guy I would look at center just real quickly is Wendell Carter Jr. Just because.
Where did this bit of value come from? I did not see this coming. I saw the Cameron Johnson thing, but Tobias Harris. What's this all about?
Did he just get cheap enough?
I guess.
Yeah.
And it's not like anybody's out, right?
No. I mean, well, they have Ron Holland that is doubtful, which is why he's got a little bit of a better projection because Holland's taking some of those minutes.
Okay.
But it's also like a decent pace matchup and all that stuff. Like it's fine. I wouldn't go out of my way to get to Tobias Harris, nor would I go out of my way.
Well, he's also not projected to be that high owned either.
Yeah.
What about?
I do think he'll be owned for what it's worth, more than people think.
What you like Isaiah Joe at all today?
It's always roulette with the with OKC. It's I do think Isaiah Joe's fine. I prefer AJ Mitchell. I know they're different prices, but AJ Mitchell would be the guy I would be looking at for OKC. OKC will probably control this game and win easily, as they tend to do, and that means maybe more AJ Mitchell minutes. That means more Isaiah Joe, and I think that those guys are both very reasonable. It's interesting because they're missing a ton of guys, but they still have bodies. Like this team has got so many players, it's crazy. OKC.
Yeah, so it's interesting. So Tobias Harris is not what I was expecting to see, and then obviously Jokic is like big time standout. I mean, to say the least. So I'm gonna look at FanDuel, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and build, and let's see what I get differently. I'm not confident with my. Now, again, I don't know why I have to keep saying this, but like the NBA is requires like full on commitment, and tonight is no exception. I mean, there's stuff going on all night long. You know what I mean? Like 7 o'clock, a 7:30, and 8, then a break, then a 9, 9:30, 10. I mean, that's like it's really it's gonna theoretically reward people for being at the computer literally all night. Clicking and swapping and monitoring and all this stuff. So as I like to say sometimes, like you win this slate, you deserve it. Like you deserve almost a bonus. It's like what's the fadeaway? 50,000 for first or 25,000? They should give you like another 50. Very, very difficult. But at least, and now I'm gonna really curse the slate. At least there's no like significant injury news we're waiting for. There you go. See what I did?
Yeah, I know you do.
So now who's going to be out? Jokic or?
Well, there's a few guys like Tristan Da Silva still questionable. Peyton Watson still questionable, which is also why would make
right. Yeah, but it's not like AD get ruled out later or something. It's like
Cooper Flagg is a big one though.
Cooper Flagg, they said he just participating in shoot arounds. So that's good. That's good for him. Let's just see what I end up getting here. So as I was saying, I mean, I'm not like my ownership projections right now. First of all, they're I don't like them right now anyway for reasons I don't want to get into. I don't like the way they look. But not only that, but like it's so much depends on how these first couple of games come in anyway. That I don't even worry about the ownerships. I mean, I'll just keep running my swaps. Like I am going to be available to do that today. So I may as well put in the 1% of the time that maybe 1% of the time I play NBA perfectly. Maybe tonight I'll make that today. We'll see.
Yeah,
it's just hard.
It is. It's hard to have a life and do it.
It's hard to do it when you don't have one. Even I mean, like it's
Yeah.
It's hard enough, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna run this stuff, and as you see, I mean, for those the uninitiated, I mean, like the Saber Sim, I mean, it's prioritizing the alley oop, so it's going to give me, with any luck, my best lineup in the alley oop. I shouldn't say my best lineup in the alley oop. The way it works is that if there's a lineup that would have appeared in all of them, then the alley oop gets the first one. So alley oop gets it first. So that's
yeah. Sorry for my stuff here. I've got to send something in that I forgot.
Oh, the other thing I want to give you guys a heads up. I mean, Bobby, I got some action this weekend because not only did I win a seat for that 33-33, but as I may have mentioned to you, the FanDuel has that WF championship that I qualified for a few months ago.
Oh, right. For a million years ago.
In football. Yeah, like $30,000 implied buy-in. So I think I'm competing against 100 people for like a $3 million prize pool or something like that. So I think it's 500,000 for first or something like that. So I'm excited about that.
That's a big one.
Yeah, and it's a small slate because you got the Christmas and you got the two gamer on Saturday. I mean, the main slate Sunday is only 9 games.
Yeah. No, it should be fun. I'll be playing that one. I did register for those tournaments. I will be playing that Sunday. And
so let's just see what we end up getting here. Yeah, so this time I'm actually getting more of the Diabate than I was before. Aside from that, it's the same cast of characters. Of note is I'm not getting, after all my yapping, too much Tobias Harris. So maybe the projection is an illusion, but we'll see.
Yeah. Let me know whenever. Yeah, and then I'm still, obviously I'm not playing the NBA.
Yeah, and so so you see the way I'm doing this now. You'll see also the cues that are relevant. So Valanciunas, first of all, I'm getting some of him for some reason. He's probable. Who is Sissoko?
Yeah, he's been starting. Yeah, for. I mean, I'm not like I wouldn't go out of my way to try and get.
No, I'm not at all. I'm just like seeing some of these guys. I literally don't know who they are.
He's been starting most of the season.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? So I'll tell you what. I'm gonna start doing the same thing with the with FanDuel. Why don't you go ahead and start talking about the football game?
Yeah, I really like Indianapolis to win. I like them outright. The odds have been dropping and going in their favor. I really think they beat San Francisco tonight. I think also the under is a fairly reasonable idea. I'm more interested in the defenses and kickers than usual. And I love Tyler Warren as a captain. I love Jonathan Taylor's going to be the chalk, but I like him the most as a captain. And I think that you're going to see a ton of usage for McCaffrey, so it's hard to ignore that. But the other get different plays for me, and also I think Kittle's fairly good chalk. I'm getting to more of these kickers, honestly, than I really would have imagined. And like I said, more of the Tyler Warren. That's like my pet play of the day. I really like Kendrick Bourne as a contrarian captain. But yeah, I'm interested in the Kittle, Taylor, McCaffrey are hard to get away from. I really don't feel like anybody else is like must play zone. Except for me, it will be Tyler Warren.
So let me talk about this game a little bit. First of all, I was gonna say that I'm surprised that your take of the Colts to win, but I'm not surprised because you already told me this a couple of days ago. So I knew that that's where you were gonna come from in this game. I probably, this is kind of like a square take. I'm probably on the other side of this. I'm not exactly sure how the Colts are going to do this. I mean, I can tell you how the Colts will do this. I mean, the Colts will do it if Jonathan Taylor rushes for 200 yards. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't see the variations. I mean, at least in my head. I mean, we're going to run it, and I don't care about my game scripts. I don't see the variations where the Colts can really stop San Francisco, and I don't see the variation where the Colts can score a lot. So for me, I kind of.
Why wouldn't they be able to stop San Francisco? This is one of the better defenses, and San Francisco.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, the Colts are an excellent defense.
Okay.
I mean, what are they? They're 8th against the run. They're middle of the road more against the passing, but that's mostly because they were blowing people out. That they, were giving up a lot of stuff early in the season.
Yeah, I mean they were very good last week. That's for sure.
And I mean they were great in Seattle, and I don't think that much of San Francisco's team as currently constructed. I actually think if you just did it, I think this perception of Rivers thing is what I can't get over, and I just don't think it's accurate. I think if you took the whole football teams, and the Colts are a much better team than the Niners are. That's just my take. I could be could be wrong tonight, but that's where I'm going anyway. That's the way I'm leaning.
I have So okay, so let me talk about the slate for a minute. So I think it's going to be a hard slate to get unique and get different. Okay, for a number of reasons. Number one is that the obvious plays are obvious, right? I mean, like McCaffrey, Taylor, Purdy, like even like Kittle. Warren, even whatever. Like these are plays, and even like the cutesy plays are obvious. Like people are all over Kendrick Bourne. Okay, like not in the captain though, as you were mentioning, but Kendrick Bourne is like is a logical cutesy play. I mean, you're gonna get like I would say easy double-digit ownership, maybe more, on Amir Abdullah, just because there's nothing else to play. And you also might get similar ownership out of Brian Robinson because there's nothing to play, or you might get you might even get 10% on Kyle Juszczyk. You know what I mean? Like who knows? So it's not like there's a lot of good stuff, and because then the other thing I will mention about the slate is that when you start building a little bit, you'll see that you'll get some lineups that have like $200 guys with like a 0.6 projection. That because it makes all of these other studs jammable.
Yeah,
so I think you are going to see some lineups like that. Like I think lineups with like zeros and slots are very live to be competitive. So I think that after people run the sims and run their lineups, you're going to see like some weird ownerships, like guys with like a 0.6 projection that might get like a full 4% or something like that.
Right. Like Laquan Treadwell would be
exactly. Like right now, Laquan Treadwell, he showed up in my big buy-in.
Right.
Okay, in the first, because of what else somebody like that provides. It's like if he gets a 0, then fine. I mean that's the theory. And then if he doesn't get 0, God forbid he gets a catch, then you're like ahead of all the other zeros that are playing the same way. So I mean, like with all that said, if you play that way, you're probably gonna like be very surprised, like annoyingly, with guys that you're playing you expect to have nobody to have that people will have. So maybe all you're supposed to do is do kind of like a Bobby thing and just play somebody else in the freaking captain. You know what I mean?
I actually think that it is worth having a conversation, because I think that they're the three obvious plays, and I don't think anything else is a given on this at all.
Okay.
I think, and also it's
but three obvious plays, that's obvious enough for me. I mean, like,
well, no, but
I think the obvious plays are Taylor, Purdy, McCaffrey.
I wouldn't even include Purdy
and Kittle.
Yeah. Throw Purdy in the mix too. Yes, those four. But I mean, Jennings is going to be really popular too. I actually think it's there's a lot of guys to like, and I think that the thing that I wanted to point out was this is the biggest gap I've seen between SaberSim's projection and other projection systems.
Oh, that's
They're basically telling you that Phillip Rivers and nobody from Indianapolis can do anything. So I actually much prefer using like Goldie's projections or something tonight, which is what I was doing. Or I was going nearer to Goldie's, because some of these guys are like Phillip Rivers. Goldie's got at 12.5. SaberSim's got him at 10. This is a big gap.
Well, just you mean points? You mean
points? Yeah.
Right. Just for funsies again. Because I stopped putting my showdown projections up, but I did do them. So let me just show you what I have.
Yeah.
For that, let me see how that compares to Goldie's here. Okay.
And I'm curious what you have like for Alec Pierce.
So this is my sheet. Like I have for Phillip Rivers, I do have only 12.
12, but SaberSim's got him at 10.
Oh, yeah, I have him at 12. Alex Pierce, I have him like 7.
That's what I've got, Pierce at 7, but SaberSim's got him at 5.5.
Yeah.
And these are huge differences.
These are huge differences. And so this is, if you've got one look, these are my numbers. This is like what I have. And I have Amir Abdullah projected a 15% flex ownership.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
And then I have DeMarcus Robinson at 10. Josh Downs only 12. I mean, like that's you got to play that, don't you?
I like how about Alec Pierce at only 5%?
Yeah, all these guys. I agree with you. I think that I think that at the end of the day, they're gonna try with Jonathan Taylor, but if they're behind, I mean, what else are they gonna do? I mean, they have to throw the ball. So right. You have Warren, Pierce, and Downs. I mean, those are I guess and Pittman. I mean, they're gonna get opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think those are all like, and Pittman's another one who depending on where you look, his projection is all over the place. It's not like Phillip Rivers has to throw the ball 75 yards in order to get. By the way, he still has one of the strongest arms in the NFL. Drake May was saying when they were doing off-season stuff last year with what he was doing with Rivers, and he said he most of the time Rivers would outthrow him, and Drake May is known for having a big arm, so Rivers can still fire it. So guys like Downs and Pierce, I feel like there's some real upside, but Pittman in the middle might end up with like 8 to 10 catches today if it goes the San Francisco way.
What is the total in this game? Is it like 42, something small?
It's 45.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let me double check that. 45.5. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would go under that.
I think the under is a little bit of a better bet than the over, but I'm not going to be surprised here if the Colts put up some points. I don't think the Niners are ever hammering them here. I do think the Colts hammer the Niners a decent amount of the time here. I really do. I feel very strong. This is, and then look, if I'm wrong and I lose, so be it. But I feel very strongly this is the best bet I've liked in a while. And I think that playing, letting my lineups reflect more, being a little bit more overweight, some of the Indianapolis, maybe a little bit less of Jennings, maybe a little bit more of Kendrick Bourne instead on that same side.
Hey, I have a question. What is going on in Baltimore?
I don't know what the hell happened last night. That was so weird.
First of all, listen, I'm the last one to say that people are soft or like what happened to Lamar? I can barely even tell what happened to him.
I think he has like 9 injuries right now because he's not moving. He wasn't moving right as it was.
He's got to have a lot of nagging injuries, because that one thing that happened yesterday was nothing,
Yeah,
so
it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. I mean, he came back.
And then you're finally getting like vintage Derrick Henry. Okay, fumble the ball one time, give the guy a break. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there was no reason. I don't know why he didn't play the last 10 minutes.
What I don't even get it at all.
It makes no sense. We're having trouble tackling him. I was very frustrated and just like it was just very tilting year for Baltimore because honestly, the AFC is so wide open. It's like the East in the NBA. I really believe anybody can win it. I don't think that there's any team that stands out as being so much better than anybody else.
So and Denver, that was a Jacksonville, as I said, they're hot, man.
Yeah, that was impressive.
They're hot. They're just hot. And I have to say that I don't know what the odds are, but Trevor Lawrence is he was making a little bit of a statement for MVP until that freaking performance last night.
I genuinely think this is like the RM. I want to just like sort of go on a rant about this MVP discussion. I don't think there's a discussion. And this is not being biased. There is nothing statistically. The Rams have played the toughest schedule in the NFL. You have the most passing yards, the fewest interception, the best touchdown to interception ratio, the best yard per attempt, every single thing that you could ever want from a quarterback. And he's literally like double the next guy. And yet we're going to talk about like there's this MVP conversation. I don't think there is a conversation. This is like the easiest MVP year they've ever had.
I thought you were going to say it's now Drake May.
No, I think it's ridiculous. I think Drake May. Why is Drake May playing the second softest schedule in the NFL, and the numbers are not even in the same ballpark as.
You want to know why? You want to know why it's Drake May? Because Drake May didn't freaking fumble the ball when I needed him in Survivors. That's the difference.
Oh, the Stafford one. You're still mad at that.
Not that I'm biased at all, right?
Yeah. I just don't think it's close. But like, look, I don't know. People want to have a conversation.
Well, let's check remember, people love New England.
What's his name's minus 180. Stafford's minus 180.
He's not minus 400 though.
No.
Who's the next guy?
Minus 250. May is plus 200 ish.
Oof.
And then nobody else is better than 25.
And then nobody else.
Yeah. But it's not like there's that many more games. You know what I mean? Like, And yeah, Josh Allen's a great player, but this has not been like a great Josh Allen season. In fact, if you watch that team, it's like it's the James Cook show all the time. That guy's amazing.
It is, but that's what I said. I mean, he really does want to. They really do want to pound the rock. And by the way, I mean, I also just sort of knew. I mean, poor Kansas City, man. That
was brutal.
I mean, as broken as they are, like that's what I would call them going into that game. I mean, like insult to injury. You want to like put freaking Gardner Minshew with a freaking Achilles or whatever he had.
I know.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's pretty brutal. Let me see. What do I got? I think I had some funny stuff in the showdown slate. I just might as well share it with you. I don't know what I ended up doing here. I was messing around with my tools, messing around with ownerships. No, I do have 35% McCaffrey in the captain, but I mean I got other guys. I mean I do have 14% Warren, 8% Juwan Jennings. I mean in some. I only have 1% Phillip Rivers in the captain. Dude, I'm with you. I think I want to play more of this.
I mean, he's not going to be owning the flex either, by the way.
I got 50% of him in the flex.
Okay, that's good because he's only projected to be like 10% owned, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there you go. Here we go. We got 7% like Drew Ogletree, like 8% Laquan Treadwell, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
4% Sky Moore, maybe no snaps, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Farrell. Oh, Luke Farrell actually is going to be on the field, I think.
Yeah, he will.
So I'm just hoping that one of those guys is kind of does.
Yeah, my big differentiators are going to be these other. I mean, again, Warren as a captain. I think I have him 15% as a captain right now. Let me just see. I'm just going to save this. Actually, no, it may be down to like a little bit lower. Yeah, it's at 12. So yeah, I've got Taylor and McCaffrey as the most popular, which is I just think it's hard to get away from, and then Kittle, and then I've got Warren, but I'm like, you know, I've got 5% Blake Grupe as a captain, I've got 4% Josh Downs, I've got 3% of Kendrick Bourne, you know, I've got a couple percent of Abdullah, so I'm mixing around in there, and I have a lot. I'm way overweight in the flex, all of these indie guys. That's just the way that I'm rolling today. I feel like Alec Pierce is maybe the answer to all these weird thoughts. I don't know.
Alec Pierce?
I just feel like there's enough upside for him, and if literally anybody else was starting at quarterback, I feel like he would be like the trendy captain play, and I just think that the perception is just too small a sample, and I think that you know, he can catch long passes. He can work his way downfield. He and Josh Downs, I think, are both really, really similar. And I think that I think Pierce may be the one I prefer a little bit.
So here's my new tool that I've been working on here. So I just wanted to, again, like when I look at my guys that I have, it doesn't really show too many weird guys, but when I'm trying to like limit dupes and all this stuff, and the guys I have, it looks pretty good. It looks like these lineups are not going to be that heavily duped, even though the guys I have are not that unpopular. So like, for example, and this is one of these days I'll go over all this, but so like I sorted this by what I think is going to be like 10 dupes or less. And then I'm playing like 2 different tournaments, and I broke them down. It's like mostly like McCaffrey. I guess like all this Warren and Rivers, what makes it a little different, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's probably it. Okay. So yeah, we'll just see. So these are what I did was I created 300 lineups, and I'm playing 2 of the lotteries. I'm playing the Flea Flicker lottery. That's the $5.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm playing the other one in the main lottery. So instead of like trying to figure out which of the 300 to put in what, I have this little thing I created where it like kind of balances them out by like exposures and by whatchamacallit, and by ROI of the lineups. So this way I could put them in without having to double up. So again, these are things I'm working on. Yeah. So these are the guys that I'm going to have the most of. It looks like, but you know what? You're right. It's like all this Tyler Warren. That's going to be And the Tyler Warren is going to be dependent on, obviously, on Philip Rivers being able to get something going.
Yeah,
at least something.
Well, somewhat, but they'll run Tyler Warren a little bit too. He's got some goal line equity. They use him for the pushes. They'll run little quick outs to him, so he can get there on volume too. Let's see what else we got here. I'm just making sure I've got all these things in there. Yeah, let me just reran it, and I am definitely. It's gonna be it's gonna be hard to avoid the main three. I don't mind I actually think I was surprised Purdy wasn't a little more popular as a captain.
Yeah, look at this. This is a very Colts centric build. I have 61% Warren, 53% Rivers, 48% Taylor, and 38% Pittman. You know what I mean? This is
look at all that Warren.
Yeah.
Michael and Chad is just completely wrong that Philip Rivers can't throw the ball 20 yards. This is just an insane.
You know what? Let him throw it 20.
He's always had that funny looking throw, and people have always acted like he had no arm strength, and it's just completely never been the case.
Let me ask you another question. I mean, not to do this, but who is the backup?
The backup, I believe, right now who is the backup right now? I don't know.
Is whoever the backup is worth like a lineup or two, or no?
No.
Okay, just checking.
I mean, when those things work, so what? To me,
that's what I mean. So what? I'm not talking about you used to say to me, maybe one in the $4. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah. I'm just saying he's 44. He's kind of like, if things aren't going his way, maybe this is a bad deal. Maybe it's a bad experiment.
But you're not going to get enough time, and it's not like you're getting a discount on any backup.
Nah, I guess not. Okay.
I mean, there was the famous week where it happened with Mariota, and but it's literally and he was the guy captained him too, and he got there in the end. But
Cooper Flag remains questionable here. It looks like. Oh, that game's not till 8:00. Okay. Yeah, but I think he's gonna. I mean,
I'd imagine
shoot around. Wiggins, it's not till 9:30. It doesn't even exist. Brandon Miller starting, all these guys starting. Peyton Watson still questionable, not for a long time. When is this? Trent, the Tristan Da Silva game is 2 a.m. I mean, God, it's forever. That's nuts. You're I'm in California. It's not even dark out when these games start.
Oh my God! No, it gets dark so early.
Now it gets dark.
Dark earlier here than it does there.
Well, that's 4:30 is sunset here.
Yeah.
Clay Thompson is questionable. Oh, he's upgraded to probable. Okay. This guy, is this his last year? I mean, why is he still playing?
Who?
Clay Thompson.
I mean, I think that there's still a role he could play on a good team, but I don't think he should be an every minute. He should play 18 minutes, I think, or 20 minutes.
Yeah. Who else is in here? Oh, and the Knuppel.
Oh yeah, Riley Leonard is the backup. Sorry, thank you, J Pat. They're definitely not trying to go to Riley Leonard considering they signed Philip Rivers.
No, I know that was. Yeah, well, you know what? It's I mean, believe it or not, they're not mathematically out of the playoffs. The Colts.
No, I know.
They got to win everything and have everybody else lose everything, but whatever.
Yeah.
And that's not a really good sign for the Riley Leonard if they're bringing Philip Rivers in. Honestly.
No, it's. Every now and then, and we got to see a lot of really bad backup quarterbacks, but we got to see a few good ones this week, which was cool. How good was Malik Willis? He was awesome. He was my favorite one.
And I'm curious to see if Marcus Mariota can play.
Yeah, that seems those kind of guys Mariota.
No, I understand because he can't play. It's back to Josh Johnson again.
Yeah, I'm not sure that any of these guys are. I mean, nobody's playing worse right now than Baker Mayfield. I'm not sure that any of these guys aren't better than Baker Mayfield. Right
Dude,
now.
he was low key a top 10 MVP candidate at one point.
Yeah, Jennings is a very popular captain, and I think it's fine. I'm not with all their injuries. I totally get it. I just answer that Jennings thing. Yeah, no, he was early in the season an MVP candidate.
Mariota did not participate in today's practice, but that makes sense.
I'm just updating this really quick.
And Kansas City, you get the Chris Oladukan experience. Hey, you know what? Good for him. What were the chances that he was going to see a snap this year?
It must have been close to 0.
I mean, even less than that.
I mean, like it must have been like I don't even know, like 1 in 1,000.
I mean, he speaks to his parents, like, probably, a couple of times a week or whatever. How are things going? They don't even probably talk about football. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on at home? What's going on? They say, what's happening? Yeah, I've been doing this. The talk of them actually playing in a football game like never comes up.
No, right, exactly.
I mean, you need like a parlay of Mahomes getting injured, which almost never happens, and then the backup, and then who? And then next on the list is Shane Buechele, whoever that is.
Shane Buechele.
It's me. See, this I think is a made up person. I don't think this is actual.
That doesn't even exist.
Yeah, they just put him up in there.
All right, let's see. Yeah, so I'm fine tuned. I'm keeping that 15% of the Warren captain.
By the way, this is not what I'm playing. Everybody on Christmas. This is my dummy lineup. I'm not leaving 11,800 on the table with the John Wolford quarterback. That's another one that's a horror show. You have Jake McCarthy.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's going to play.
Yeah, well, he definitely got hurt. I mean, it was rough. It was like all the I don't know, man. I feel like everybody I've been playing heavy on. I just feel like.
And did you see that hit that freaking Jordan Love took?
Yeah,
that was free. I don't want to say dirty, but I
think it was dirty.
That was pretty nasty.
I think that those guys know better, and
yeah,
I thought it was a little bit on the dirty side personally.
Yep. And they got a lot of history, man. Back when what's his name took freaking what's his name, Jim McMahon and broke his head.
Oh yeah,
he was like an Al Harris or something like that.
Yeah,
that was like he should go to jail for that one.
It's crazy. Some of the stuff that these people used to get away with were
And you know what he did is 15 yards, best 15 yards we ever gave up. It's like
right.
All right, I guess I'm gonna get out of here.
Okay,
so everybody watch for all the content next couple of days. If you guys are out for Christmas, Merry Christmas. Christmas Day between football and NBA is going to be obscene. Hopefully somebody gets something good in their stocking. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure I'll see you at some point, Bobby.
Yeah, for sure. I'll pop in when I can. I'll let you know when I figure my schedule out.
All right. I'll see you later.
Yeah, bud.